Introducing Plus 10 dB version 2 from Boz Digital Labs. Plus 10 dB was modeled after an ADR vocal stressor owned by David Bendeth. The vocal stressor combined the legendary Compex F760 compressor, responsible for one of the most iconic drum sounds in rock history, with a smooth musical-sounding parallel equalizer, the E900 Sweep EQ. The ADR vocal stressor was a secret weapon of the 70s and 80s. In the hands of David Bendeth, it became an integral part of his drum sound. In 2014, Boz Digital Labs and David Bendeth made history by releasing the first plugin modeled after the vocal stressor. Plus 10 dB version 1 was an instant hit, and it remains a bestseller to this day. Version 2 modernizes the user experience while leaving the sonic signature you expect unchanged. Plus 10 dB version 2 is one plugin instead of 3, taking up less space in your plugins folder. You can easily switch between the components and you won't lose your settings. If you only have a license for one of the components, the other component will remain inactive, allowing you to use what you own. Version 1 closely matched the workflow of the hardware, which was optimized for getting both hands on the controls and making changes to multiple parameters at once. However, a DAW-based workflow typically means adjusting one parameter at a time using a mouse. To simplify its use in the digital domain, the user interface was streamlined to deliver the same result in less time. The peak and dip switches were removed from the EQ, and the boost-only gain control was replaced with a boost or cut gain control with a 40 dB range. Now you just have one knob for boosting or cutting, which makes automation less complicated and feels more intuitive to use. The layout of the compressor was reconfigured as well. Instead of switches that blend into the interface, the attack parameters of the expander and compressor were placed in line with the related controls on knobs. This ensures that the end user doesn't flip the incorrect attack time switch while trying to dial in their settings. The labels of the switches are clickable, so you no longer need to cycle through each option. Now you can reset parameters to their default by simply double-clicking. We've also included input and output controls for each unit. We've added mid-side and dual mono modes, included up to 8 times oversampling, and provided a global mix knob. However, everything still behaves as you expect. The Compex is the same compressor found in Helios consoles and used on many of your favorite albums. Parallel EQ is popular for its smooth-sounding filters, variable Q behavior, and band interactivity. And Plus 10 dB version 2 brings both to your DAW in a lightweight plugin that is zero latency when not oversampling. Plus 10 dB version 2 is the character channel you've been looking for and is available now for Mac and PC in all major formats. Plus 10 dB version 2, available now from Boz Digital Labs.